As you will know, this is Bruce Pullan's last concert as our music director. Now, before launching into the second half of this evening's jollifications, I would just like to take a few moments to acknowledge that. Our friends at the Vancouver Symphony would also like to join us in this acknowledgement, and I would ask Jeff Alexander, President of Vancouver Symphony, to say a few words.
Thank you, Tony, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly my great privilege to be here tonight to participate with you in the celebration of Bruce, your extraordinary 27-year tenure as music director of the Vancouver Bach Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, the relationship between a city's symphonic choir and its symphony orchestra is a very special one indeed. And we have been so fortunate for these past 27 years to have at the helm of the Vancouver Bach Choir someone of Bruce's impeccable artistic integrity, his generosity of spirit, and his humility. The ladies and gentlemen on stage tonight and their predecessors for the past 27 years, under Bruce's guidance, have prepared and performed well over 150 concerts together. Bruce, I am quite certain through these concerts, a generation of concertgoers' lives have been enriched, and we thank you for them. On behalf of Maestro Toby and his predecessors with whom we also worked so closely, Maestro Akiyama, Maestro Barshai, Maestro Commissiona, on behalf of the ladies and gentlemen of the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra, our board of directors, our administration, our volunteers, and our tens of thousands of audience members, we thank you, Bruce, for everything you've done to make the creation of great music in Vancouver possible, and we wish you well, and we have a small token of our esteem, which is a photo of the orchestra signed by Bramwell, every member of the orchestra. We hope you enjoy it, and we wish you well for many, many years to come.
Thank you, Jim. Well, as you know, Bruce has been with us for more than 3 decades. First as assistant music director with Simon Stredfield as music director, and then as music director himself, appointed in 1983. In that time, we've explored a wide range of musical activities and offered premiere performances of several works. We've performed most of the iconic choral repertoire in Vancouver. We've traveled across the country and across oceans to sing. We've entered into choral competition both here and abroad. We have sung with the whales at the whale pool at the Vancouver Aquarium. We have sung in Wales at the International Festival in Llangollen. We have sung with pythons and other animals in the huge production of Aida in Vancouver and in Tokyo, all the time enhancing and refining our musical skills under the leadership of our maestro. During that time, he also started an educational program for young singers, which has developed into a series of 10 choirs, currently totaling about 350 young singers, ages ranging from 5 years to mid-20s, and which has given opportunity and education in music to more than 2,000 young singers over the 26-year life of the program. Many young singers at the start of their careers have been given the opportunity to display their talents as soloists in the annual Sing-Along Messiah, which staged its 29th performance last December under Bruce's direction. He tells me he was there for everyone to go. We are the choir who's probably performed Mahler's 8th Symphony the greatest number of times in North America. possibly even in the world. Those of you who saw us in the performance of the Vancouver Symphony's Cultural Olympiad program in February will realize why this is not often performed. Huge forces are needed. Bruce has decided that he would like to withdraw from his position with us and spend more time with his family in Bellingham and on the golf course. And who can blame him? Many of the singers in the choir have been in the choir as long as Bruce has been music director, and there are even some who predate Bruce. We are constantly evolving, however, and many new members have joined us. We will shortly be entering our 80th season of music making as the Vancouver Bach Choir, and we go into that season with great confidence, knowing that we have been brought to a high level of excellence by our maestro. Bruce, it has been a privilege and a great pleasure to work with you and to learn from you over the time that you have been with us. We offer you very good wishes for your future and many thanks for what you have been to us in the past. And we have a small memento of the choir, which everybody has signed. See, we're developing quite a rogues gallery here. Anyway, we also have another small offering for your hobby as a student of fine wines. Some of the good stuff which is being delivered to your home. There were too many bottles for me to carry onto this stage. And we hope that you enjoy them. Bruce, for what you have been to us and to the musical life of Vancouver, we thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request that you join me in thanking Bruce on behalf of the choir, our friends at VSO, and on behalf of you, our audience, who have derived such great pleasure from listening to the results of his work with us, and wishing him well in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Pullan.
Two things. First of all, obviously thank you to everybody for their kind words and generous gifts and wall hangings, which are wonderful. Not to mention the fine wine. To the Vancouver Bach Choir, all of the presidents and the members that I've worked with over all the years, I give my great thanks and to the management and all of those who have done all the work. I'm very grateful for everything that you've done for me and to help me in doing that. And all of those singers who turn up every Tuesday night over and over and over again, it's your choir and you do that. So thanks a lot. If I could say to the audiences, thank you for coming to our concerts. Please continue to come to Bach Choir concerts. Next season, the Bach Choir will be under the wonderful leadership of Leslie Dowler. Is Les here? Where is he? There he is. Please give him a hand. And for the symphony, heartfelt thanks for their kindness, patience, and also for the enormous resource which they are for the city. When people come to concerts, they don't realize, I think, the level of fantastic expertise that here. Before the music degenerates completely, could I implore you to support your symphony? Come to concerts. Thank you.